99% of retreats out there are actually illegal. And I want to chat with you about why, especially with all these coaches that are creating their own experiences, and why this could be super harmful for your business if you're not protected. Many coaches are out there planning their own retreats, planning their own experiences in Bali, in Mexico, in Arizona, in Florida, and they are doing it themselves and they're not doing it legally. And you might want to ask me, like, how do I know that it's not legal? I've been in the meeting and events industry for such a long time. It's under the bigger branch of hospitality and tourism. And every country has a tourism board. And if you're a travel agent or an event planner, you have to be registered with that board in order to charge a ticket amount to a gathering, to an event for people to join. Like, that is the definition of hospitality and travel. But the difference between a meeting planner and a travel agent with those credentials is that a meeting planner can't book airfare. A travel agent can book airfare. It's a ticketing, non-ticketing designation from the overarching tourism board of the country that itself. And then states also have subsets. So Florida, Texas, Washington, Hawaii, Iowa used to have one that you also had to register within that state if you were bringing an event to that state. If you did not have a travel agency that was already associated with that state, then there's bond requirements and really big scary numbers that, like, you just don't want to get into. In Canada, their tourism board, especially around Toronto area, is so strict, like fining people and jailing people for not having the proper credentials when hosting events like retreats. Like, retreat leaders are being fined like $250,000 and 40 plus days in jail for not being certified. Like, believe it or not, tourism and meetings are a highly regulated market. Is it super strict everywhere? No. Is it super strict around the world? Yeah. So if you're a coach and you're probably wondering, like, well, what's next? What do I do next? I didn't get caught last time. Why should I care this time? So many questions that you could be asking right now. The first thing I would do is talk with a meeting coordinator to see if how they can supply, at least in part, of the services, so you are covered. Working with them can reduce your risk and liability. The second thing I would do, if you didn't want to work with a meeting planner for your retreat, which to me is way better than a travel agent, you could always contact a travel agent and at least book some of the retreat in part through them, so then you're still covered by working with a travel agent for your experience. That's the fastest way to be covered. The second thing I would recommend, if you're going to be having retreats as a stand-up model of, like, a stand-up arm or offer in your coaching business, is just having that travel agent or meeting planner on retainer, or having your VA get those credentials so you can, so this isn't an issue anymore. But for that to really be worth it, you need to be hosting like 10 retreats or meetings a year. Actually, I'm going to roll to a part 2 because I think it's really important to know what is included in the umbrella of tourism and hospitality. Also, if you want to make sure that your retreat is good to go, is covered by the proper legalities and insurance and proper protocol, so you're not hosting an illegal retreat, hop over on Instagram, slide into my DMs. Let's chat about your retreat, where you're at in the planning process, and how I can help you so your retreat is actually legal.